La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a. Hey y'all. I don't know why the mic was acting like it did not want to come on, what y'all didn't want to hear my mouth. Well, welcome in everybody. Grand Rising. Happy we got to see another day. You already know how this go. If nobody told you that they love you today, Tay definitely do. And if you woke up this morning, everything else, let it be an extra to you. Okay, and okay. How is my loyal Tays doing? I see the people popping in. I see the people popping in. Come in, sit down, get comfortable. I got enough couch for everybody this morning, okay? I got enough couch for everybody. You already know the mental check-in is a thing, baby. Let Tay know if you a 1, 2, or a 3. Okay, let me know if you a 1, 2, or 3. You know, a 1 is good, a 2 is things could go either way, and a 3 is fuck this day. You know, so let me know. And if you a 3, hopefully by the time you get off this live, Tay could bring you to a 1, baby. That's what I like to see. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, love me for real. I see some 1s in the building. There we go. Hey, darling. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, Jackie. Hey, K Brown. Hey, Karen. Blessed morning to everybody. Listen, the block is hot. Okay? The block is hot. All right. So I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all sunscreen and anything that y'all gonna need for some protecting, because listen, y'all gonna have to get it because the shade is real. The shade is real. Do y'all see the trees that is being thrown? Hey, all 5 of me. Hey, happy all day. Hey, KK. Welcome in, everybody. Listen, you know it's about to be a good one, right, y'all? Y'all know it's about to be a good one. Let me get comfortable. I told y'all to get comfortable. Let me get comfortable because we got some shit to talk. It got the battle of the baby daddies going on. We got clowns coming around and stuff like that. Like, what's up with the what's up? Huh? Let me know. Because see, when you putting on an act at some point in time, the show gotta come to an end, friend. And when people already knew what it was, to me, I'm just sitting back watching all the entertainment, baby. Because that's why it's great to be yourself, right? When you be yourself, you don't have to fake it to make it, nor do you have to try to seek the approval of anybody else. Thank you, Melissa, for being the first person to put a tip in Tay Tay's tip jar. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Right. When you don't have to put on an act, you get through life a lot easier like that, because you're going to come across people that you might not like or you might do like. Why? Because you don't have control of people. You only have control of yourself. So if you're going to control yourself, why not actually start with self? You have to start with self, because you can't come out here and try to be somebody else to other people. That means that you're not comfortable with the person that you are, or you're seeking approval of other people. And you might think that the person that you actually is may not be accepted. So you try to bring something to the forefront that you think will. All right. Being a proud family, a family that is proud, it does not have to do with how anybody else feel about your happiness, because your happiness should not never be measured by somebody else's scale. What you got going on is what you got going on. What I got going on is not for you. So when people are comfortable with standing in their own shoes, they don't try to step into other people's shoes to become comfortable. If I'm going to be with a not shit nigga, so to speak, that's my not shit nigga. I'm going to be the factors of comfortable within my situation. I know what it is. I'm not gonna come out here and try to put on what to put on. Nah, I got me a good necker. I'm lying not only to other people, I'm lying to myself. And then outside of lying to other people and lying to myself, once the cover is pulled up, now I have to deal with the embarrassment that comes attached to the factors of lying. Because when you lying about being happy and you ain't actually being happy, you are definitely lying. The lie is going to show through. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Gwen. Welcome and thank you, darling. Tay got a tip. Tay got a tip. Tay got a tip. We outside. Right. So now my thing is for months, right? We seen a person try to put on, but we see a lot of people try to put on and put on. And why? It's because they know what their situation is, but they know what they want it to seem to other people, right, baby? But when you know, you know. And when you've been through some shit, it's definitely going to show. Everything that fruit roll up mouth open should line. That's right, Jackie. I had to say that word for word separately. Every time the fruit roll up mouth open, she live. Stand in who it is that you is, especially if you plan on becoming something different. When you have plans on changing and you actually taking people on a journey, okay, we got to see who you are. Now show us who you is. If you saying you know who you is and you is who you is, then be who you is. Stop trying to be who you think other people feel you should be. Let me see. So I'm tired of all this trifling women who don't take care of. Yes, let's talk about it, Queen Wilson. That's the biggest thing that's not being spoke on. Because people so worried about their happiness as adults, they forget they're responsible for somebody else, which is the fruit of their loins that they bring here. And if you can't hold that to be sacred, then nothing else around you is going to work the way that it's supposed to, because you're being selfish to the people that need you. It's different if I can do something for myself. I'm independent, I can make things happen. But once you start, right, making children be put in a decision where they're not the people making the decisions, but they're forced to deal with the decisions, you're going to deal with a lot that comes from that. Resent, regrets, blame, guilt. You don't know the people that you are building. Thank you, Marie. Marie. Tay got a tip. Tay got a tip. Tay got a tip. Tay got a tip. A tip. Nah, we outside this morning. But for real, you're damaging the one thing that you're supposed to make great. And that is your creation, baby. You're so busy trying to put a costume on your outside to approve who you are or be approved by the people for who you are. Hey, Roz. Hey, Sheila. That was my mama name. That is my mama name. I'm talking about that was my mama name. My mama is sitting right here up on my fireplace. She'll slap the shit out me. So about that was my name, bitch. I'm here. Yeah, she's here. Good morning, Lynette. Welcome in. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Miss Duncan. For real, the kids see you putting on a costume, right? Because they know you're not being who you really are. So how can you pour into your kids who they is and who they should grow to be? It's impossible. It don't take titties, teeth, or a motherfucking booty to be a great human being. That comes from within. And if your insides is not good, you can't pour good into anybody the fuck else, especially the factors of self. And that's where it starts. If my kids always see me on some bullshit, they're going to collectively sum me up as some bullshit. But if they see me on my shit, then 9 times out of 10, they will grow to be on their shit. It's like a sponge. Your kids is going to soak it. You are the person that's supposed to make your kids feel the most important. The world is secondary. The world is secondary. What's at home comes first. Say you gonna have, I am. Tay be outside. Tay be outside. Let's get them lights up. Definitely hit the like button for Tay. Put it in a coma, baby. Hit that shit till you can't hit it no more. Definitely share to let them know that Tay Tay is here. And definitely let them know the tip jaw is open. No, but for real, I hate to see kids be forced to deal with situations that they didn't create, baby. And me as a person, I'm not a fake. So I'm not going to say throughout my journey, I have not been guilty of this, because we will think about our happiness and we will include them in it. Whoever said they wanted to be fucking included? Even when you buy toys, even though they need batteries, it say on the back of the box, battery is not included. So if you want this bitch to work, you're gonna have to go and get the batteries for it first. And that's how the kids feel. I have to come first in the situation. You can't just include me in some shit. I might not want to be a part of it. Just because that's what you love, that might not be what I like. Just because that might be what you love, that might not be what I like. And when women jump from situation to situation because they're looking for their happiness, because otherwise they would just be happy with their kid. I was seeking my own happiness through my journey at some point in time, because even though we have kids, we are still humans. So you still, as a human, still attempt to be relevant in a situation, even though you're responsible for somebody else. And sometimes you can get lost within yourself. It is a possible thing. But hair, makeup, booties, teeth, and dick, it don't change the factors of the things that's going on within. It only covers the pain like a band-aid. And even a band-aid, when you get a cut, after a while, even though you put the band-aid on for protection, at some point in time, you have to take that band-aid off. Why? Because the cut is gonna stay raw. At some point in time, you need for the cut to heal. How you expect the cut to heal if you don't never take the band-aid off? Okay? And people will be band-aids in a situation, but never take the band-aid off and wondering why the cut ain't healing. Hello? Now you cutting other people that don't even deserve to get cut. They innocent bystanders. So, bitch, I gotta watch you try to pretend to be who you are and pretend to be happy, all while you telling me who I'm supposed to be. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mm-mm. 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 And if you believe in the Bible, the way you read the Bible is the way you read the Bible. You cannot be a Bible pusher for other people to make them try to take in your analogy of things. Just because you can throw God and Bible in a sentence, that don't make what you doing right. That don't make what you doing right. In some churches, they still booty holes. Is that right? No, but they still talk about God there. Right or wrong? It is what it is. You have to be the person to protect your kids. They're the person that's seeing you as their protection. Tell you right, our children didn't ask to come here. It was our choice. Our kids' stability, right? Nurturing, safety, and love is our responsibility. We want love, but you never put a man before your kids. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's the first shot. That's the first thing, to put your kid down, to make them feel unimportant. But when some kids are only here through the factors because of a man, because some people thought it was going to keep a man, then that's why the child becomes secondary now, because they never what was the reason. What was the reason? You know how Cardi B say, what was the reason? They was never the reason. If you a mother that's out here thinking like, I don't give a fuck about a nigga, long as I got my kid, I'm good, then that's good. But if you a woman that feels like you need a man to complete your plan, then things is always gonna be uneven. Because as long as that man is not there, that means you and your kids don't see eye to eye. Huh? We not perfect parents. We parents. We learning parents. We getting our shit together parents. We trying to figure shit out parents. We parents that's looking for understanding parents. So it's no perfect parent. Being an imperfect parent is exactly what it is. But when your kids see that you're comfortable with who you are in a situation with teaching them who they is, it makes the situation a little bit more even. Because if you ashamed of who you are, how you gonna tell me who I'm supposed to be? It don't work that way. If you feel like you need approval of somebody else, okay, to be who you are, you can't tell me who I is. It don't work that way. It's always going to show up as a negative. And I'm just going to be honest, the kids that we raising these days is different. They go off of actions, not words. Okay. When I say that, I'm gonna be honest. We knew that if our parents told us back in the days that they was gonna beat our ass, we was gonna get our ass beat. It wasn't something that they was just saying. It was going to be a real thing. Keep playing with me and I'm gonna beat your ass. Okay. And you know to quit playing because they was gonna beat your ass. These days, we'll say we're going to beat our kids' ass over and over again, but the beating don't really come into play, friend. Right? And I'm gonna say the reason why. We've learned that the cycle of traumas have changed. And if you trying to break generational curses, you don't want to implement the same things on your children that affected you. You understand? So you try to do things differently when it comes to them, when you know how things affected you. Did beating you stop you from doing any of the things that you wanted to do? Hell no. If you wanted to smoke, you smoked. You knew you was gonna get fucked up, but you still was willing to take the risk. All right. A lot of us was young parents. Why? Because all right, we was told at home, don't go out there and be smiling. You don't show your teeth to every guy you meet. It's all right to be a little sweet, but all right. I don't want Betty to copyright me, but no pain, no gain. But a lot of times we wind up being Barbara calling fucking Shirley. Hey, Barbara, Shirley. Yeah, it is Russell over there. Huh? We got kids. And I just think, bitch, what you think? What you thought? It's how you carry yourself, of course. And if you try to trick yourself to believe something or somebody is who they ain't, you're going to be disappointed every time, friend. So my point is, it doesn't matter who a person tried to come and sell to the audience. That's not who that person ever was. That's not who that person ever was. You can't make a person come to the forefront and now they a family man. That's your plan. That's what you wanted. You tried to put a person in another person's shoes, and that's what disappoints you. And then when things don't show up to be what it is that they seen that you thought they was going to be, now the cover unfolds, baby. Now you want people to see a person for who they really is. Oh, we knew. We knew, and you did too. You just tried to pretend, boo boo. And when you pretend, you ain't gonna show up with a win, baby. It's gonna be an L every time, but it could be a different L. It don't always have to be a loss. When do it become a lesson? That's how it really was. My other phone went off. I hope that wasn't Barbara. Our kids are human beings. They're their own people, so to speak. And just like you seek things to make you happy, they seek things to make them happy too. But most times, the way you look for your happiness from other people, they look for their happiness from you. That's where they get they everything from. So once they feel like they can't get it from you, they look for other outlets to produce what they can't get from you. And that's why a lot of people out here don't know what love is. They chase love, but they don't know love. But the worst thing in the world is having a child chasing love that they never received from a parent, baby. You could switch ding dings. You can't switch babies. You only get one. I don't give a damn how many times you have one. It's a different one. I don't give a damn if you have twins. It's still not the same baby. It's still not the same baby. And if you gonna say you transparent, then that means that as a parent, you have to actually be who it is that you say that you're going to be. And it goes off of actions and not words, baby. Words can change. I'm going to go off of what I see. You know, they say you can't believe everything you see. Definitely not now with AI, baby. Shit. Huh, 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 huh. AI done got people fooled, and they got people thinking that they could recreate their reality too. But you still have to sit with you on a day-to-day basis. And you coming out here and you sitting here now trying to get people to see what we already knew that a situation would be. And it's because you try to do things operating off of jealousy. When you operate off of jealousy, it's only what you do will be what you get. Be mad enough to say fuck it. Why people never get mad enough to say fuck it? Okay, I've been a repeat offender. Everybody gotta always get they lick back because people don't like to be rejected. They don't like that. Like, wait, what you mean? What you mean you ain't fucking with me? You fucking with me? Yes, you is, because I said you is. Okay, but you can't force nobody to love you. Okay, that's something that you have to do because then you just create in turmoil. And when you trying to replace somebody for somebody else just because something didn't work with the first, you always going to show up empty and hurt. But when you got kids that's with you, they definitely take on your emotions. So when you down and you crying, they feel that. When you up and you happy, they feel that. It can go either way. But when they see that the situation is more down than up, baby, then that fucks up their emotions as human beings because we want our kids to be able to operate off of logic and not emotions. Emotions will have you in some fucked up situations. And that's why so many situations is fucked up because you operated off of an emotion of rejection. So you felt you had to get your get back. 9 times out of 10, getting back is getting from underneath one nigga to get on top of another. But who did that really heal and who did that really hurt? Let me know. Let me know. Then you got one clown throwing shots at another clown, and you just created a whole fucking circus. A whole damn circus. Was it worth it? When you could have came out here and been you the whole time and didn't have to sit there and I don't give a damn. Imagine you trying to avoid embarrassment, right? And run into a head-on collision of embarrassment. Because one thing that you should never, how can I say, try to block out is God's understanding. He could be showing you a person for who they is, which he always is going to do. And you can't be mad with the person that he shows you. He shows us in our gut. Okay, God gives us an alarm system. It's whether you listen to your system or not. Don't say the alarm didn't go off because later on down the line, you always able to be able to say, I knew this shit was gonna happen, or I told myself it was gonna happen. If you actually listen to yourself when you told yourself, imagine the savior you could have been saved, the saving that could have been saved through the situations that you find yourself in. A lot of the times, friend, you can't create people except for the ones you put here on earth, and you don't even create them because at some point in time they learn themselves. You could be the best parent you choose to be and raise a fucking murderer. Okay, I'm just being honest. People are going to be people. You only have control of yourself. We, as who we are, we can just try to pour into people the best that we can. I want you to meet me at every stages because I want to be able to give you the correct advice, not something I heard from somebody else. Well, listen, I heard when my friend went through this, she did this. No, bitch, when I was homeless, let me tell you what I did. I called these motherfucking services. I went to this goddamn place. I went and got this type of help. When I was in domestic violence, I sat for a couple of years. I might have got my ass beat, but once I got the strength to leave, this is the role that I took. I called 1-800-621-HELP, and I told them I needed some goddamn help. And that's what it is. You're supposed to be able to be, if you're going to be information, be great information. I want to be able to relate to somebody that I know has possibly been through what I've been through. Okay, not trying to hide what it is that they've been through, because if you still hiding it, that means you ain't over it. All right, I'm not stupid for nothing that I've been through. I was in a learning process. And once I learned it, that ain't even the word. Once I learned, I won't do it no more. But as long as I don't learn, I'm going to continue to make the same mistake. I'm a human being. Okay? Anybody that says that they know everything really don't know shit at all. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. Hey, Mabel. Thank you, Josephine. Josephine put a tip in Tay-Tay's jaw. I got a tip in Tay-Tay's jaw. I'm gonna have to put that on my audio machine. Tay-Tay got a tip. Hey, Tay-Tay got a tip. Hey, no, for real though. You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself first. And if you're trying to put on a facade to make you believe that your life is something different, other than sitting in your actual reality, you're never going to grow to the full extent of the person that you're supposed to be, because you're not comfortable with that person, baby. You got to go through something to grow through something. You got to come from somewhere to be getting somewhere. All right? I have to see the other side of the street. And that means that at some point in time, I'm going to want to go over there personally. You can't always stand off from the distance and assume. When you assume, you make an ass of yourself. And when you assume that people would rather you as somebody else, that may be the first mistake. They think that you as a person may be great, but with all of this coverage, it makes you a person that seems that you confused within yourself. The back and forth is too real. And that's what it's always going to be. Hey, Lenora. Hey, LaRonda. Hey, girl. Hey, Terry. Hey, everybody coming in. Tay outside this morning for the win, baby. We ain't come to play. Because at some point in time, people act like going through something in life is not a real goddamn thing. Nigga, I done dealt with kids that ran away. I done dealt with husbands and drama and all type. No, I want somebody to be able to explain to me, listen, bitch, how you got through that? What you did? Even if I might not be able to take all the exact steps that you took and made it work for you, maybe I can tweak that shit to possibly make it work for me. And that's like when I do my classes. That's why I call my classes confident creator classes instead of content creator classes, because what works for me may not work for you. I can tell you the things that I did, but it's up to you to take it and make it your own. But you still have to have the confidence in yourself first to be able to do anything. The thing of it all is showing up, baby. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do is show up. And I don't think people understand that. Do you know how hard it is for some people to get out the bed in the morning to be able to appreciate the new day? Because of the weight that they feel possibly may come with it, and they don't want to deal with none of that shit. Like, no, let's just have a real conversation. All right. I'm sitting here in my goddamn house coat. Some of y'all may be at work, some may be on the road, some may be in their house. But if we gonna have a conversation, like, let's talk about it. Hurt is real. And I don't know why people try to cover hurt up. You cannot sweep hurt up underneath a rug, because that shit will come back and punch you in your forehead when you least expect it. If you hurt, be hurt. But now, what are you going to do to heal? And there's no time limit on somebody's healing. How you letting somebody put a stopwatch on your fucking clock? Bitch, I'm not you, I'm me. Okay? And just because you was able to heal in 3 business fucking days, that might not be possible for me. It may take 3 years. It may take 3 years. But as long as I'm putting the work in, okay, that's what counts. Because how they say, faith without work is dead faith. All right. And if I believe in the Lord, I'm not afraid of any goddamn thing. Not even the factors of falling, because I know that man gonna pick me up. I might scrape my knee. I might even bleed, but I'm going to continue to be able to keep going. And the keep going is the biggest fucking part. The biggest part. And people will sit there and stop what's the biggest part to fake something that don't even make fucking sense. Because if it's not benefit, you may think, oh, yeah, they need to see me with a man. And then you come out here and you got to hide everything that has to do with you as a person. Because now you feel, oh, I don't want people in my business. Bitch, you ain't got no business. You ain't got no business. Fake business is no business. Bree Hurt, she know Ja made a fool out of her. She made a fool out of her goddamn self. We have to be able to take accountability for our own actions, baby. We can't say we or somebody else made a fool out of us. No, her actions made a fool out of her, because she tried to use somebody else to do her dirty work to hurt somebody else, and ended up hurting her goddamn self, because what you put out for somebody else will ultimately be for you. What you think will be somebody else pain will be all your pain, guaranteed. Because when you get with somebody to hurt somebody else, you only gonna hurt yourself. That man didn't care. He got the fuck up out of there. The best thing you could have did for yourself is continue to move forward. But by you having to get your lick back and get back everything that you did, now you have to how can I say karma? Karma is real. Okay? And it don't miss. And it don't only come for you, it come for your kids, people in your family, the things that you hold close and dear, baby. The same way you will pray for somebody else shit not to work will be all the reasons why your shit don't work. Okay? If it's in God's plan, it's going to be in God's plan. And there's nothing that you can do to change it, friend. And when people try to start playing with God's plan and then throwing God in it as if he's blessed. No, God don't bless no mess. God don't bless no mess. And if you believe in God, you ain't trying to do nothing extra. He don't need your fucking help. He don't need your help. Not for the work that you doing, because if it's not pure, it's not from him or of him. So you can't do impure shit and then cry about it like as if you're the victim. No, bitch, you was the villain. Be comfortable with being the villain. That's what you was doing, right? So now stand in it. Because just like people be talking about they receiving blessings, no, you could be receiving a reward from the devil for all of the negativity and trauma that you putting out, baby. You helping him. You getting the people confused. Even though the devil was an angel at one point in time, he got kicked out. He got kicked out. His actions got him put out. He's no longer allowed in heaven. He now resides in hell. And when you reside in hell with him, don't think God letting you in. And even though he's not a judgmental God, he ain't a stupid one. No, I ain't gonna judge you, but I won't be fooled. People always, when they got their back up against the wall, oh Lord, please, if you help me. I say that all the time when I'm in the casino. God, listen, if you give me my $20 back, I'm leaving. I get that $20 back. I tap my ass again. That should go down to 15. I'll be like, all right, all right, all right, all right. But do you see how fast you can change and jumble your decision making? These kids, it's crazy. You went and bought an ass and teeth, and you can't even keep up with some bobos and some grease. And you have to get a pat on the back when you do your child's hair, baby, when that's something that's supposed to come along with being a mammy. How the fuck I'm going to get my hair done and my kids' hair not done? We all gonna be walking around here fucking nappy pappy. It's gonna be the group. It's not gonna be, oh, I'm walking around with my shit fried, dyed, and laid to the side, and they shit just looking fried. No, no, no. We all hopping in the frying pan, goddamn it. We gonna be walking around here looking the fuck cooked. A whole meal. All right? Because when shit get better for me, you gonna see it through my children first, baby. I'll be at the bus stop looking homeless. She's homeless, but I'm out there at that bus stop with my baby every motherfucking morning because it's not about me. It's about my child. And as long as I can go the extra mile for them, I'm doing what I'm supposed to, friend. It don't matter what or how people see me. It matters that my child see me showing up every day, baby. Nigga, we on this, we doing this together. Just like I'm doing what I'm doing for you, I want you to be happy and doing what you're doing for you too. All right? Don't get me wrong. I got some kids that at some point, I think at one point in time, my kids was broken. And I don't mean like mentally, physically, and emotionally. I mean like, when you buy something from the store and then you get it home and you realize that it's missing the part. I think so. Because when these motherfuckers was teenagers, everything I told them not to do is exactly what the hell they did. And then they would try to make it seem like, no, 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 no. I told you. The world ain't nothing to play with. And when you step into life definitely be lifing. I only can advise you. And when you realize that your kids is their own people and you can't control them, it'll be an easier ride on the inside. But mentally, as long as you know you being the best parent that you can be, not a half-ass parent, no, not one of those, a parent, then you feel more comfortable with the way situations may turn out in the end. Even if they're not good, friend, because you know that you poured something into your child that at some point in time, even though things may not be good right now, my child got me in them. They gonna be grounded. Because at some point in time, the common sense is gonna kick the fuck in. And they gonna see shit for what it is. But you have to let your children actually be them people or be their own people as well. Just like we have to learn the pot is hot and it's going to burn us. At some point in time, they got to learn that pot is hot too. Not just by us telling them. They got to feel that shit for themselves. They got to know that shit is real. All right. So if you're gonna let your kids know some real shit, let them know some real shit. All right. Not poisonous, traumaful shit. All right? Not shit that got to do with niggas when you raising daughters. Mm-mm. So, mama, you gonna tell me don't let a nigga hurt me, but you let a nigga hurt you? And I watched it over and over and over again. Mama, you gonna tell me don't let nobody control my happiness, but you let niggas control your happiness? I watched it over and over again. Okay? Kids don't go off of what you say, they go off of what you do. All right? They see what you make important. All right? And your kids know when you give a fuck about them. That's why some of our kids do the shit that they do. They know we still gonna love them. My kids know I got an open door policy. I'm just being realistic with you. I was never one of those parents that was on some, oh, get the fuck out. I was more so the parent, come the fuck home. Cause you coming the fuck home. That's it. So it's a different support system. And you got to realize your kids is going to bump into people into this world or in this world that may be just a little bit disturbed, more disturbed than the fuck. Like, wait a minute, hold on. What you that shit, my at home ain't so bad. Bree, you find out about the girl on the other side of town. Ja was like, he was telling her he was just going to see his kids. Of course. But the same people that you put last when it came to that man is the same people that you're gonna have to sit with first. Because when that man is not there, you gotta look at them kids in they goddamn face. And then the first baby daddy, sloppy meatloaf, okay? How dare you call somebody a clown when you got on a whole fucking suit? How dare you call somebody a clown when you got the whole motherfucking suit? If Nakia don't come and get your dumb ass up off this internet, I'ma cuss her and cuss you at the same fucking time. Because my whole thing is at the end of the day, like I said, when people doing shit for no good reason, ain't no good gonna come out of it. You only defend this girl when it come down to the factors of reaping pay. But a person don't put into they let a nigga hit my kid. Let a nigga hit my kid. First of all, we jumping that nigga. Cause I don't know what the fuck you thought. He gonna have to make it out with nothing. Cause he losing eyebrows, eyelashes, everything gonna be missing. Esophagus, okay? Because he gonna be happy to see the police and the ambulance at that point in time. He might need Red Cross out this bitch by the time we finish with him. And I will smile in my mugshot if they said I went too far. Cheat. The fuck cheese. You punch my son in the chest, and the only thing you as a man gonna do is get on the internet and call the next man a clown? Who? Jesus. Let the church stand and say, a gram, a gram. Because that's what you got to be on, my friend. Because that's some pussy shit. If you not willing to go to hell or jail behind your kids, but you willing to embarrass yourself talking about the next nigga, what? What? My pull-up game would be so motherfucking strong. I wouldn't even go through the door. I'm going through the window. What you said now? What happened? What happened? What happened? And bitch, if you don't jump in, I'm punching you too. Because that means you let it happen. So I got smoke for everybody. Everybody. As a whole. No, that's not what we going to do. The fuck? Beating ass table. Yeah, what? I'm gonna be listen, I'm gonna be waiting to see the judge. I'm gonna be like, listen, let me tell y'all what I did. First of all, I stuck my finger in a nigga. I grabbed his whole throat out while my kids was sitting there having him in the headlock. I ripped the nigga eyelids off. Cause who the fuck was he thinking he was? I'm telling on my fucking self. I ain't trying to be like, no, Your Honor, it was self-defense. No, he didn't have no defense. It wasn't no self. It was within himself to tell himself not to put his hands on my motherfucking kid. So being that he didn't tell himself that, I helped him. I helped him. What you say, Your Honor? How many years? Kids, I'm gonna need some cotton, some underwear, some t-shirts. Mommy love y'all. I'll do it again. Because that nigga is going to meet his maker. It was a couple of other tools I would have said that I would have used, but I can't say that on YouTube. But y'all definitely understand what it is that I'm saying. He done tried to embarrass this boy. Oh yeah, who pants you got on, bitch? Bitch? Hold on, bitch. Fuck you, me, who pants I got on, and then your old funny-eyed ass gonna follow it up. Mine. So now you want people to know he wearing the bitch pants. So why he got the steal y'all shit? And it's because you're not buying him shit. Because if his mother was buying him shit, he wouldn't be stealing her man and her shit to feel like he's equal to some shit to be fly and shit. Like, bitch, don't be you dressing like you old fashioned motherfucking wrong way, and then you sending me out there like I'm from Goodwill for real. Now I ain't gonna say Goodwill don't be having some good shit, because if you into thrifting, that's the best store to go to. Goodwill and a couple of others, okay? But for that to be where your child is getting a wardrobe from, no. No. How the fuck people were able to say your kids look like they getting dressed out of a laundry bag? Huh? Huh? A fucking laundry bag, bitch. And that's not mine. Not mine. They talk about the content creators and other people on the internet. We trying to get our shit up to 420,000, bitch. You said you had 420 fucking thousand. Ain't no reason we should ever see your kids come out here looking no other way than decent, baby. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Even on days that you feel like you don't feel like washing your ass and getting dressed, they should still be in their Sunday's best. And when people get it twisted, okay, because I'm a real mama, all right? And my whole thing is, I'm not trying to make nobody rich that's rich already. I'm trying to get rich myself. So kids don't have to be in materialistic labels in order for them to be decent. Them being clean and being wholesome and in things that let and allow them to be children is what shows that they are taken care of. I don't have to be going to Gucci and Versace and Louis. Well, who the fuck? I buy my kid that shit, they a statue. They a fucking statue. How you expect the kid to be a goddamn kid and they standing there, hey, blueberry baby, and they standing there with $1,000 jeans on, $200, $300 shoes, a $500 t-shirt. What they doing? So you dressing your child to look like the man that you wish you had. I'm confused. And that's why your situations work out the way that they do. Because when you put you and only think about you and don't think about the children too, it's always going to be a flop. Right, True Slayer? Good morning, beautiful. She embarrassed herself because she always try to come to the forefront. But when she do, she always telling herself. You know, when people, it's called shutting the fuck up, right? If you don't have nothing worth saying, sometimes it shouldn't be nothing said. Most times it shouldn't be nothing said. If you're going to come out here and say something, make it something that's worth saying. Mean it. You coming out here trying to prove to people that your relationship is good, that shouldn't matter. That should never matter. Because everybody measure their relationship on the same or on a different fucking Richter scale, but on the same level these days, which is social media. And you will be disappointed. Half the motherfucking couples we seen together 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago ain't even together now. So when you live your life through other people's life, your life ain't gonna be right because their life wasn't right. Now, what you left with? Disappointment. She ain't never had 420,000. And I say that. That's a lot. See, Rita, let me tell you what it is. When you making 50,000 here, 75,000 here, and that shit is on a month-to-month basis, at some point in time, once you start the total and tally, those are the type of dollars that you will see. But when you're not investing in what it is that you should to be the best in you, then it's not going to come out equal on the other side, baby. See, because you were supposed to invest in your kids. That was supposed to be your first How can I, your first line of business, what can I do to make sure that my kids have generational wealth for themselves? If this stop working for me today or tomorrow, what can I pour into them or do for them to make this continue to work, friend? You went out and bought $50,000 Rolexes for a nigga, $30,000 chains, bracelets, sneakers, billboards. We ain't even see the kids have a birthday party. If they did, they did, but it wasn't extravagant. This man got full blown excursions out the town, out the country and shit. You needed a passport. You got stamps on a passport for a nigga, but the only time you had stamps on the passport when it came down to your kids was because of a nigga or trying to get back at another nigga. Huh? Lil John. Huh? I'm real big on yes. Like, don't worry if I know that no situation is perfect. But bitch, I'm sucking his dick, not you. It ain't yours. So at the end of the day, if I like it, I ain't saying you got to love it, but what I eat don't make you shit. But when people see that kids is definitely being affected by it, then that's something different. Even down to the situation with E. Kane. Let's just talk about it and be honest. People could say she's the best mother that she is, but if your kids is witnessing abuse on a regular basis, is that actually a good thing? Is it actually a good thing? No. No, kids don't like turmoil. They don't. And when they don't have control to put themselves in another situation, because they don't have no choice but to be in the situation that they in. Let's talk. You think they want to sit there and watch their mother and father tearing up shit, macing each other, here today, going tomorrow? Who the fuck want to hear today, going tomorrow ass situation? Nobody. 420K in 1 year. And your best bag is Michael Kors confirms you are childish. Let's put that on the screen. You know what I mean. Stop playing, baby. Stop playing. 420,000 of your best bag is a Michael Kors. It should have been your bank account because it should have been some investments in there. The only tag that should have been on that bag was a bigger bag. Because the bags that you could buy at the store, they already got a bag. But once you buy an expensive bag and you spend your money on it, what money are you making now to put in it? You can spend all the money in the world that you want on a bag. But if you're not continuing to get the same bag when you bought that bag gonna be empty. Now all you left with is a bag. Bag lady. Bag lay. I'll take the hundred and something thousand that a person would spend on whatever bag to make a bigger bag again. And that's what nobody did with their money, friend. Okay. I can say sometimes, nigga, I go in Five Below. And I'm just saying a small store. And I be like, listen, I'm going in there and I'm spending such and such. I'm going in there for this. Child. Okay. By the time I get to the fucking the counter, I start questioning myself. When did I pick this up? What the fuck do I need this for? When did? But meaning a lot of the times we buy shit that we don't need. We buy shit that we don't need. It's not beneficial to us, baby. It's not going to bring something back. It's only taken away. Even though a bag is supposed to be something that you put your money in, if you ain't making no more money, friend, that bag gonna be empty. Empty. Empty as shit. Just like her brain. Empty. As shit. She said that she was with an actor. I think she forgot that she was with an actor too. If you was somebody that get paid to act, right? How do you know when they turn the act on and when they turn the act off? I mean, that would be kind of hard. Nigga, you for real? You doing that acting shit again? That will always be my secondary question in my mind. Even when a nigga cry, nigga, you get paid to cry. You could be fooling me, you lying piece of shit. You ain't crying for real. You crying on cue, bitch. That's what's happening. And that's what this is. Okay, a person can put themselves in any situation and act on that situation that they are in. They get paid if they in a drug deal situation, if they in a shoot 'em up situation, a emotional situation, a love scene situation. Y'all understand what it is that I'm saying? They get paid to be able to control their emotions. And boy, he controlling his emotions, her emotions, their emotions, the emotions. But that's because she tried to prove she was good through him. And she wasn't never good with him. It's a difference. Hey, Lamar. Hey, Robin Buttercup. Right. Mm-mm. A small LV is only 1,500. Listen, she had to take her car back. Imagine her taking her car back to the repo people with an LV on her arm. If they see her pulling up with the Michael Kors True Slayer, they could kind of understand. She was living well above her means. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, financial uncomfortability will humble a bitch real quick. Okay? Because when you got people or you trying to prove to people that you live in a certain type of way, and it's a facade, and you really not living that way, you wind up paying more than paying less. Because people that actually got money ain't gotta buy things to prove they got money. People that got money don't even look like they have money. All right? They don't give a fuck about the shit that people that don't have money give a shit about, proving that they got money to other people that don't have money either. That you trying to prove to people that don't got no money that you got money. When the white man in the room with the hole in his sneakers is the billionaire. He ain't wearing one label. He wearing a white t-shirt, some sports shorts, and some beat up fucking skippies. And he's buying billion dollar buildings. Okay, his toys is boats. Fuck a car. Bitch, I bought me a boat today. Okay? I didn't buy a car today. And I didn't finance it. I bought it. You understand? Some people try to live in other people's shoes that they can't afford to do. All right. You already fucked up when anybody comes out here and be like, "Oh, I'm that girl." My sound goes off. It automatically tunes out. Because if you out here trying to be that girl instead of being that woman, we already have a problem. You already let me know that you childish. Out your mouth, you said it. So I already know the actions that's going to come behind it is going to match the words. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Teresa. Josh said that that's his sugar mama. Well, his sugar mama done ran out of sugar. Now she salty. She ran out of sugar and she left with salt. Ooh, it hurts. It sucks to be you. It sucks to be you. And that's what it do, because when you buy a nigga, you gonna have to keep paying for a nigga. And once you can't pay for a nigga, you gonna be waiting for a nigga and waiting for a nigga. Waiting for a nigga and waiting for a nigga. Cause the weight gonna be all on you. Cause you pay how you weigh. And the time that you pay for will be the time that you get. And if you ain't paying for it, you ain't getting shit. And that's where the embarrassment comes in. Because my thing is, when somebody loves you, you don't have to ask them to do things. You don't have to beg them to do things. It's things that's going to be done. Okay? It's going to be second nature. When you love somebody, you know how it is when you got butterflies. You want to do a little bit of everything. But if it's not equal opportunity, then you love somebody. That don't mean somebody loves you. They could love the thought of you. They could love what comes from you. They could love what comes through you. But that don't mean that they actually love you. I love that you can financially give me this. I love that you materialistically cover me with this. Okay, I may even love my children now that they here, but that don't mean I love the person that is the source of all of the resources. Mm-mm. Niggas love the factors of being able to get food stamps and public assistance, but do niggas actually love the factors of welfare? And that may sound crazy, like, well, yeah, some bitches love the fact that no, they do what they need to do to stay on that system of welfare. They may become comfortable with the welfare system or complex with the welfare system. But if that source could come from any other source other than the welfare system, a lot of people would take the other source, like a human being actually having a functioning home where two people are putting something together and you don't have to need for somebody else. Because when you give, and I say this all the time, when you give somebody the power to feed you, you give somebody the power to starve you, all in the same note, all within the same note. And that's why people out here be so hungry. Look here, she needed some Navy SEALs in her family. Money management gonna be taught. Yes, a lot of us need money management, and that's crazy because we was not taught financial literacy. Some people seen people spend money. People could say that they come from money, but far as keeping money and doing things to or knowing what to put your money in, a lot of people don't have that knowledge, friend. They really don't, and some won't. Some people feel just because they have money and they can get money again, that's replenishing money. No, that's not the case. But financial literacy is definitely a thing, and it's not taught in the home. Even though they teach kids math in school, they damn sure don't teach them financial literacy either. Because they want to dumb our kids down because they need us or us too to re-pour our money into situations that who the fuck would pay for all this shit out here? Who? Who? Why is the first thing people do when they get money go buy a car and some jewelry in the hood, and they feel like that's the first thing that let people know that they good? Because they stupid and don't know no better. That's what the people that has financial literacy look at a person like that and say. That don't mean that's what they is, because see, if you don't know no better, you can't really do no better. You understand? You're going to continue to do what you think is right. And if you don't know that what you're doing is not right, it's not going to be what it is because it's not right. If our kids, these young ladies, see in the hood what makes it seem like you got money is getting the latest material, a booty, a bag, and some brand new teeth, then that's the same thing you're gonna see on repeat. That's why so many bitches out here looking like water bugs. That's why, and me personally, the things that you can purchase in the store will never complete you as a person. They say shop therapy. Ooh, when I'm shopping, hey, voice and value. And when I'm shopping, oh, it makes me feel better. Yeah, because you're not focused on the mistakes that you making, because while you in that store, your mind is totally somewhere else. Because if it was where it should be, you wouldn't be in that store in the first place with the mind state that you was in, because you know that you're not in a state to be making good decision making. It just wouldn't work out the way. All the trips that she was paying. Yeah, she flew herself out. She ain't fly herself out. She flew herself out, y'all. It's a difference, okay? And when you bragging about stuff like that, the only thing that you saying as a woman is you don't need a man. Because I'm not gonna brag about doing something that's like me marrying my motherfucking self. No, a nigga is going to propose to me. I'm going to be courted. I am the fucking catch. I'm not chasing shit. Fuck is you talking about? Chase who? Chase what? Nigga, I got asthma. And I ain't even got asthma. I can't breathe. That's not the way things go. Mm-mm. And when people try to change the cycle of the way things go, then that's when they wind up disappointed. Because see, you can't buy a person's love, and that's going to make them love you. Okay? You can't force marriage on a person, and that's going to make it a good marriage. You can't wear new clothes, and that automatically mean that you washed your ass. Is the cover up. And sometimes people buy things just to mask and cover up the things that they're really going through. They feel like they can buy pretty things to cover up the ugliness that they're dealing with. You're right. She used y'all to get right. Right. Oh, you peeped that, Brandy. Right. Just because you buy new clothes don't mean you washed your ass. I know some young ladies that don't wear all that materialistic shit and look damn good next to a bitch that damn sure probably do. Because mentally those labels make that other girl. Okay? The one that's standing there and whatever the fuck she in, it could be a moo. All right? I done seen some bad bitches in a moo. All right? The way that thing be. Go on, girl. Okay? You good within yourself. When you good within yourself, you don't need to go to the Dominican Republic to get help from anybody else. And if that is a self change for itself, then that's something different. But everybody don't do it for the same reasons. Just because you have babies by every nigga that you get with, did that change the fact is that you just had more babies? Just because you had a baby by every nigga that you got or get with, does that change the fact is that you now have to sit with a half a dozen, sis, all at the same time, okay? And even if that nigga leave, he just got the amount of kids that he had with you, baby. A person don't have to be responsible for a situation. We will hope that people would be responsible for a situation. But if you allow a nigga in your situation and he's not responsible for a whole situation, that's your situation, sis. Because nothing like that is supposed to ever fucking happen. How is there families inside of a family? You know how easy it is for a kid to feel like, wait a minute. Oh, those kids is the ones that's important. She care about her new babies and her new baby for all ja. The hell? Hey, Queen Lily. Yes, happy Thankful Tuesday. Definitely, Bree. Bree girl was trying to tell about Ja in New York, but you blocked her on Instagram. First of all, Bree knew what Ja was because she was already talking to him. Okay. Out of the factors out of getting out of her relationship, because once she seen that her marriage wasn't gonna work, she didn't want to come out here looking hurt. So she got off of one dick and climbed onto another. All right. And when a shoulder to cry on becomes a dick to ride on, it is never going to be what it was supposed to be in the first place, because it only came over the factors of making somebody else feel a certain type of way. Whenever you're not doing something for yourself, nigga, if you wanted to fuck with a nigga and that's what it was, do that because that's what you wanted to do. Not because, oh yeah, that nigga gonna see me. He gonna see me living my best life with the next nigga and he's going to be mad. No, bitch, you're going to be mad. Udo on go. What up, baby? You're going to be mad. When you do things to hurt other people, a lot of times most times end up hurting your damn self. Okay, you being able to move forward and do what you're supposed to do for you shows you who you are. Trying to get back at somebody else, it only shows people who you is. That's it. That's it. And that's all. And the time that you spent trying to get back at somebody else, you could have spent that time bettering yourself, pouring into a sponge that would have soaked up something that was positive and pure versus pouring out something that was negative and traumatic. If that's what you, if that is that a word, y'all? Oh, Uda, I'm alive. I ain't got no complaints. Okay, the spirits could have picked somebody else this morning, so I'm grateful. I will not complain at all, at all. Hey, Auntie Lasonda, welcome in the building. Well, listen, if you gonna take yourself as a horse to the water, you have to first yourself be willing to drink. You can't take other horses to the water and expect that horse to drink if you yourself ain't willing to drink first. I can't sit there and say I'm this and say I'm that, but I'm not even confident in myself enough to believe that. The things that I buy and the things that I purchase, not the knowledge that I intake, is what make me believe that. And that's why so many people think that they are a bad bitch because of the ass that they carry or the you no. A lot of these bitches be damsels in distress. Thank you, Rita. I know that's right. And you still on feet and necks, always on foot and necks, baby. You know how it go. You already know how it go. Listen, if I'm a fuck up, I'd rather you see me fit. I'm not going to be ashamed of my fixing. Do you understand? Now, me not trying to have no correction is something that I should be ashamed of. Just being honest. And a lot of people think that they bad bitches, like I said, because they be social media following, looking at people grass, and it don't even be real grass. Okay. It be fake turf, football field, some shit that they could peel up and spray over anytime that they feel the need to. Anytime that they feel the need to. Okay? When you come across somebody that don't that's comfortable with themselves, they give you the real meaning of not giving a fuck about what people think. People always ask me, Tay, how you walk around with colorful hair in your head? Because I'm me. I'm not you. And I don't give a fuck about other people. I am my light. I don't give a damn if it's electricity in the building where I'm going. I'm still bringing my own service, nigga. I come with my light. I don't have to step into somebody else's light to have light. That's why I don't give a fuck when people throw shade. You can't throw shade over here because you ain't come with the sun. I am the sun, baby. I brung mines with me. So I'm going to shine regardless to who I'm around, what I'm doing. So you can't question how can I do something? It's because this is for me and it's not for you. So when I step into a room, I'm comfortable. I'm the nigga when I want to be the thing that turn heads. Why? Because I'm the only thing in that room that's different. And if I could turn heads for being different, that's what I rather turn heads for. I don't want to turn heads, excuse me, because the nigga's like, damn, Shorty got a fat ass. I don't want to turn heads because, oh shit, Shorty got some. Oh, look at Shirley trying to call Barbara, y'all. Shorty got some fat ass, some big ass titties. Nah, short, no. I want to be noticed for being different. If you in a room of everything that's the same, ain't no fun in that. Ain't no fun in that. I want to be what makes people curious in the room. I want people to quite damn, like, well, oh shit. Now that's something different. I don't want to be in the room with a fat ass, some veneers, and an LV bag on my motherfucking hip and a 40-inch bust down looking for the next come fuck me Vic. And then niggas will sit there or females will say, oh, what he doing with that bitch? Common sense. And common sense ain't so common. And everybody ain't got it. And that's why if you walk in the room, if you different, you already winning. Because if everybody not using their common sense and you decide to use yours, you're gonna stand out in the crowd already. And people will make you feel wrong for not being like them or being what they feel that you should be. No, bitch, I'm comfortable with my color braids and my dentures. Thank you. I could have went on over to Turkey and had them screw some shit up in my mouth, but that's not what it's about. I got teeth. I can eat. I'm comfortable with the fuck me. Now, if you choose to go have somebody drilling your head, by all means. Okay? Just because some people say they pray to God, that don't mean that they pray to the same God that you pray to. Because the God that I pray to, I'm not able to do the same things that you're able to do. And that's not because I'm in control of someone else or I'm in control by somebody else. It's because I have control of self. It's about what's right and what's wrong. And even though it don't cost nothing, it comes with a hefty price. Because when you don't do what's right, you will pay for it every time. I don't give a damn what ass you got, what teeth you got, how much money you got, what house you live in, whether it's the condo or the projects. Okay? Life will humble your ass real fast. So when you worrying about what somebody else got going on, worry about what you don't have going on that you should. Period. Hey, darling Nikki. Right, Lamar. Just coming in, reading the comments. Avery Jones went back to a 9 to 5 after love and hip hop. BBL Bree needs to come off that high horse. Right. Because let's just be honest. Just because a person say that they smart don't mean that they is. A lot of the times the people that say that they the smartest come off the stupidest. I'ma just be realistic with you. The people that claim that they be the most intelligent come off as the most mentally irrelevant people that there is, because you can't have mental relevance and make the decisions that you make and be comfortable with it, and then think that because other people don't take it in the way that you see it, that there's something wrong with them instead of something wrong with you. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And regardless to what level of life that you are in, it's not right for you to treat people a certain type of way, friend. God sits high, but he damn sure still look low. Eagle, he flies high, but he still got to come down to eat. So the same people that you treat a certain type of way going up will always be the ones witnessing you when you bringing your ass back down. Why? Not for the fact is, oh, people just want to see you fail. That'd be the number one thing that people hating. Why am I going to hate on your bad decisions? Why the fuck do people think you be hating on their bad decisions? If that ain't the silliest shit I've ever heard. I'm hating on your bad decisions. You ain't even good with your bad decisions. So why would I? And you do know hate is not a good word, right? So when somebody puts hate in anything that has to do with the situation, that just lets you know it's not a good situation. So if you hating or saying a person hating on your situation, that already lets me know it ain't a good one. I don't want nothing that got the word hate on it, around it, within it, nothing. Now, if you be like, listen, people are really happy about the outcome of my relationship. You understand? I'm going to start to tune in versus a person hating on, everybody hating on my relationship. Bitch, you ain't got nothing good. Mm-mm. Because you ever seen one of those couples that you seen growing up, and I'm talking about in real life, not on social media. And these be the couples that they be together from high school. They have kids together. You be like, damn, they've been together forever. They've been together forever. Like I remember when they was young and in love, and they still, like to me, still. You know why? You know why? Because it didn't take the approval of others for them to be able to love each other. And that's why they love was able to stand the test of time. Even though you can't control other people, you can control yourself. And it starts by shutting the people on the outside out. It don't matter what they got going on out there. If you the person that's in, your focus should be on what you got going on the inside. Once you start caring about what people care about on the outside, your shit fucked up. Oh yeah, cause so and so said you be so and so. Who the fuck is so and so? Who is that? Which causes, and because a lot of people walking around here with insecurities, and your brain to be telling you some stuff that sometimes ain't even a yeah, because this person did it. No, that's the shit you got going on within. That now you starting to project it on other people because being that you feel that way about yourself, you feel like that's the way other people feel about you too. And that's not always or don't have to be the case. A lot of times it don't. A lot of people come and talk about this damn saga, but that don't make us all the same. Thank you, Donna. Tay Tay got a tip. Tay Tay got a tip. Uh-huh. Listen, that don't make us all the same. All right. Because being that everybody, or just because people see eye to eye on one thing, don't mean that people going to see eye to eye on everything. Okay? It's not going to work that way. Tay, stay the fuck out the way for a reason. If it don't have nothing to do with my platform or anything that I'm coming here to speak of, far as growing my platform, then it don't got nothing to do with me. And I'm gonna just be honest, cause see, Tay is transparent, and I'm a real bitch, right? And I'm gonna tell you why, right? I see it all, but I speak on none. Just because you see don't mean you gotta speak. I see the things that's going on around me, but that don't mean I gotta be a part of it. That don't mean I when people don't have to be a part of everything, then that actually shows you the person that you dealing with. Because a person that's always trying to be in the mix, what's your purpose? What's your purpose? Like what is your I'm really starting to quit. Like what is your perfect? I mean your purpose, because you perfectly placing yourself in situations for one that don't got nothing to do with you. You always in situations when situation I start looking at people a certain type of way. Like, oh, okay. And once people show you who they are, you definitely believe who they are. Who they is, who they are, and everything that surrounds them that come with. Don't let people burn the bridge and then let them walk. It's some shit that people could never come back from. I don't give a fuck if you done came on this internet, you don't call my kid all type of booger hair nappy and this, that, and the third, bitch. I don't ain't no cool nigga. We got beef forever. Fuck is you talking about? Apologize for what? What, bitch? You might as well apologize to the Lords, cause when I don't, ain't no forgiving. It's some shit you can't come back from, and when people do shit that they can't come back from, I'm not allowing them to come back from it. So when people and I see the shit that people is able to do to other people, it just lets me know I can never fuck with that person myself, cause I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I'm happy. I'll be in here. I'll be the bitch baking bean pies. I'm telling y'all the truth. Like, for real. Like, I got a story to tell. You want to hear it? Here it go. Like, I'm in here because I killed me a motherfucker. Yes, I did. Because at one point in time, they thought that they could play with me. And one thing that you have to realize, I am such an happy, easygoing person because when you've been through so much, you're not going to allow nobody else to take you through nothing else. Nothing else. I'm happy with myself. I'm able to be alone. I'm just being honest with you. And people don't even know this, but I'm going to let you. Tay is in Late's world all the time. All the time. When you're not comfortable with being alone, you will make some badass decisions because you will always feel the need to have to be around somebody, whether they good for you or whether they not. I ain't got time like that. And you do some shit to me, you know how they say forgive and forget? No, bitch, I don't forgive. And no, bitch, I did not forget. I am not one of you. If it's fuck me, then it's fuck you. Period. Ain't no, that's it. Now, if a bitch done said some old shit like, yeah, Tay ears is uneven. One ear bigger than the other. That's dumb shit. But when you talk about people, kids, you start fucking with people, homes, people, family members, and ain't nothing this stuck eye bitch done did that would be worth me going through any of that shit. So when you play with me, you play with me. Nigga, nothing that I talk about should make you feel comfortable with thinking that you could play with me, regardless to whether you agree or disagree. Bitch, if we got beef forever. Oh, yes. Set right, Brent, forever. What the fuck? I'm gonna let you bite me and then I'm gonna be stupid enough to forgive you and then allow you to bite me again? Oh, no. I felt the bite. And now you about to feel this. And I'm guaranteeing you we won't ever revisit or revisit this space again. I'm one of those people when I be like, oh, people looked me up. What the fuck they bringing? Some bread, some juice for the kids? Because I didn't know I was supposed to ever worry. Now that you got my address, what you gonna do with it? That's a decision that you going to have to worry about. And how is that decision that you make is going to change your life? That's on that. Cause I ain't gonna even worry. Oh, bitch said she got my address, but you gonna send me a Christmas gift? Or you put me on some type of email list because you looking up and I could have told you who the fuck I was. You didn't have to ask nobody. And then I'd rather you come to me anyway, because you might leave some good shit out. And anything that I went through in life is now a stripe, is no longer a scar. So I want you to give me all my motherfucking stripes. Bitch, don't come out here and skip none like the Adidas. Don't give me 3. I might need 4 or 5. Fuck is you talking about? Because Tay has survived some shit. So if you're going to tell it, make sure you tell it. All right, if you could tell when I was homeless, did you tell when I got a house? If you could tell when I was a hoe, did you tell when I became a wife? Ha! Ha! I'm confused. If you can tell when I was broke, can you see when I started getting this money, honey? The fuck is we talking about? It's some shit you can't come back from. And those that allow people to come back from certain shit, I can never understand it. So yes, I be in motherfuckers' bushes like, ooh wee, couldn't be me, never be me. Nope, I would be on one of them late night crime fucking stories, and they'll be like, yes, Judea Dillard, she traveled highways, byways, and streamed. We think she even walked, possibly. But once she met her target, don't play, because everybody don't play the same. You can't think that you're going to start a fight with me, but then tell me how I'm supposed to fight back. And just because you don't know that I am crazy, don't be mad when you meet my crazy. Okay? I'm just gonna stand on that. Niggas be putting people information on the internet. We got kids. We got kids. I'm not putting nobody else kids in danger. So, bitch, when you put my kid in danger, I ain't got nothing but smoke for you. Bombs, explosives. What are we talking about here? Wait, well, what? So, oh, all right. Oh, okay. Hey, latte girl, I was in the show where you walk in and I was going off on everybody. They were trying to talk shit about Robert. How the fuck they gonna talk about somebody that took care of somebody else's kids? You cannot talk shit about somebody that did something you were supposed to do and couldn't. I mean, that don't make sense. That man, your kids was on TV in front of millions of people, stupid sleepy, calling that man daddy. Okay? Daddy, not little daddy. Okay, daddy, daddy. They called him daddy. Nobody never knew that you was daddy until that daddy left the situation. So I'm confused. If that's the only way that you want to be known is when a nigga don't want a situation no more, be my guest, sloppy meatloaf, aka the Timu daddy, aka don't stand in the sun because your jewelry and clothes might melt. Oh my goodness. You can't make this shit up. People make fools of themselves. You don't even got to make fools of them no more. Okay? Only thing you got to let people do is open their mouth. And every time he opens his mouth or certain people, they just look stupider and stupider every goddamn time. Like Brianna, why you still come out here and choose to make it seem like it? No, girl, just don't speak. All right? You showing the back of your baby's head. Like, you got to pick your battle. Like, chest out, chin up, soldier. Last week you was mad at your baby father. You was showing the babies. Now show him. You know he thinking Michael Jackson and he the daddy the blanket. All right. Nobody is supposed to see the young babies, not the young twins. So now when you done came out here and you done dropped it, and now you done got dumped. Well, even if you didn't get dumped, it seems like you dumped, so you might as well be dumped because I wouldn't want to be with a nigga and nobody knows that I'm with a nigga because then that's like I'm not with a nigga. And even though it says you're not supposed to care what people think, in this case, you're supposed to care what the person that you actually with think. And if the person that you with don't think that they with you either, then that's kind of, yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. I told y'all, nobody wanted to believe me. When she came out here selling those rubber panties, everything was wrong. Her finances, her relationship, everything. Everything. Who the fuck wearing rubber panties? You out here trying to give pussies heat strokes. Okay? Heat flashes, heat rashes. The fuck? What do you do with rubber drawers? I don't even see people in the motherfucking in the Olympics wearing rubber fucking drawers. I know they wear speedos and shit, but I don't think they rubber. Wait, is speedos rubber? Oh shit! So she out here trying to sell the bitches speedos, hood speedos, talking about they ain't got no penny lines. Nigga, you ain't gonna have no JJ line once you take them shits off, cause the panties gonna be in the coochie gonna be in the panties when you take them off. It's gonna be melted. Yes, yes. Wait, wait, wait. Wait, it be the comments for me. Get right with Elby. Get right with Elby. She said her hot rubber smelling pussy. It be y'all in the comments. Hey, Big Fly, $3. Hey, Patricia Harrison. Hey, white chocolate. Wait, she said it was that smelly pussy, that rubber smelly pussy. She out here throwing around the Grace Jones. You want this pussy? Puss, puss, puss. I'm dead. Oh my God, the melted hot crotch. Right, Miss Poo Poo, like what? She got hot crotch panties. She thinks she had black discharge. Next gonna be black discharge, little rubber on the side. Like when you melt a rubber band. Like when you set a rubber band on fire and that shit just go black. The shit be leaking. Yes. The shit curl the hell up. Lord have mercy. Oh my God, we need punishment. Who's going with me? Not NASCAR crotch. That's air fryer crotch. Toaster oven crotch. That's wait, tar crotch. The shit that they when they be out there fixing the street and they need to melt the fucking tar on the concrete. Girl, flame on. They said flame on. Oh my goodness, y'all. It is way too. Yes, Patricia, wait. I was just about to say that. It's way too early. But you know when it's Tay, you gotta be prepared, baby, because it could go either goddamn way. Wait, white chocolate in the mouths on it too. I am weak. She got tar crotch. They said she got heated tar crotch. Sitting up in the rubber panties. Ooh, to a girl, you smell like you've been sitting in the sun. You smell like tar. Hey, dear fun. Do anybody smell fire? Is anybody? Do you smell fire? Lord, she got the carbon monoxide in between her legs. Jesus Christ. That ain't right. Y'all better nobody better not go out there and buy them motherfucking heated crotch tar panties. Don't let nobody fucking sell y'all no rubber panties. I ain't playing with y'all. Don't near none of my supporters better go put they goddamn coochies in no goddamn rubber pen. Who's doing that? Nigga, the goddamn mannequin at the sex shop in the window don't even be looking comfortable with the rubber panties on, goddamn it. And it's a mannequin. Don't y'all do it. Yeah, smelling like a tire shop. Dead ass. Like when they be doing the spins and the burnouts in the middle of the street. You know when the cars come and do the burnout in the middle of the street and they be doing the spin. Yeah, that's the smell you smell once they leave. No, we gotta learn how to act better. We do. Stuck I will have another man around her. Oh yeah. She might go back and get the deacon. You know, every time she go through a breakup, she need her a praying man now. She needs her a praying man now. Okay? Not just going to the church to fuck. She actually need the church for some help at this point in time. Because if you say that the deacon and the pastor and Janelle was coming in different doors, yeah. Anybody ever thought to send the bitch some holy water? So she need to be baptized. She need to be cleansed. She need a fast or something, not a rubber bath, but she need a fast. She need to leave them rubber baths, them rubber drawers, and all of that shit alone for a second. Okay? She was supposed to be listening to the deacon preaching, but she was out here want to be fruit roll up and ding dings, and now look what she got. No, we don't. We act just, that's right, Patricia. We just fine. Yep, y'all know where to go. Come right here to Tay for sure, because I'm with the antics. Because at the end of the day, rubber panties, that's when you know a bitch is desperate. When you sitting there burning up your crotch trying to be hot, and then you ain't got no decision making in the deals that you get. Cause I would not listen. The girlies is not going to want to set their cootie on fire. I thought she drunk it as a child in the hospital. She was missing. Miss Poo said the holy water start boiling. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. She want to be talking about somebody got a shrimp. She'll be coming up out that fucking holy water looking like some steamed shrimp. Josh says she give good head. Well, at least shit, somebody getting head in that room because they sure say he don't. That would just be, listen, that wouldn't work for me anyway. Because you think I'm gonna be sucking your shit and you ain't licking shit. No, that's not gonna work for me. What religion is that? I'll know not to practice it because any religion that sends you down the road of not eating no coochie, you not the man for me. We already should know that off top. I'm sorry. To each their own. And I don't give a damn if I didn't know. Once I found out that relationship is over. I could have actually wait, you said you ain't no pussy. What? Say what? Listen and say what now? What happened in your life? What happened? Who did something to you? Because that's not right. I mean, I know they say everybody don't eat it, but they should. Okay, if you want me to be sucking on your dick, you definitely better be eating it. Rubber panties is giving stank in a trip to the clinic, coochie. Yeah, any bitch that willfully say she ain't been to the doctor in 5 years is suspect. She said before she got pregnant with her kids, she haven't been to the doctor in 5 years. So you mean to tell me you ain't do no pull-ups on your pussy? Like you ain't just do no pop-out, you ain't do no pop-outs, no check-ins, no sneak visits? What the fuck? 5 years? 5 years. Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way a bitch gonna tell me that maybe that's why he ain't eating it. Maybe that's why. I think we figured out to something, y'all. Okay? I think we done figured out something. All right, she ain't did no pull-ups on the coochie. That's disgusting. So anytime a nigga hear a bitch say she ain't been to the doctor for fucking 5 years, bitch, what you a herbalist? But wait, I know you said that you was attempting to be a nursing assistant, but ma'am, ma'am, that is disgusting. That is disgusting, especially with how much the body changed. So you mean to tell me you only going because you pregnant with a baby and you want to make sure that there's a baby in there and that's for the nigga. That's not for you because the last time you went to the doctor it was because you was having a baby too? Because that would be the 5 years difference. Am I not mistaken? No, that's real deal. That is, listen, you put the good thing at the end of it, Brandy. Nasty work. Everything else that you say in that paragraph, it does count. But all I seen was the nasty. That's nasty. That is nasty. 5 years, no pull-ups, no pop-outs. And you talking about you fruit roll up in on niggas' dicks and your tongue got all those unforeseen slices? No doctor visits for 5 years. Bumps on the tongue. Oh no, girl, I don't want none. Couldn't be me. 5 years. That's In the voice of upper, that is diabolical. Okay. 5 years, no coochie pull-ups. Yeah, that is definitely diabolical. And you done had different dicks. That makes it even worse. You might have still had something lodged up in there that the next nigga left behind. You just gonna let another nigga pull up in your driveway without seeing what the next nigga left in the garage, baby? Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh Lord. No one C-section scar and no baby doctor appointment Listen, slash checkup. And no control of that eye. Okay? So the things that she can control, she ain't even got control of. That's the bad part, because you got control of going to the doctor. That would be your choice. Regardless whether your eye was roaming around, you could take that roaming ass eye right with you to see the goddamn doctor. And it shouldn't take 5 years in between. You seen the babies do their first checkup and stuff like that. You ain't seen her at the doctor since. And how old is these kids? And then the bitch go to the doctor telling the doctor, hey, you know you could get pregnant taking Geritol, right? Yeah. The doctor said, you serious? Oh my God. We can't make this up. We cannot make this up. These is truly the things that we have witnessed. Okay? So when people say that it's us, no. No, no, no. We just the ones that witness it. That's it. And that's all. I believe he left her because she lied about her tubes being removed. He knew then she was going to try and get pregnant again, trying to. The people in the comments tried to warn him from the beginning. All right? It should have been a Bobbage ass moment. Because my thing is, from the beginning, when people was like, wait, you getting a hysterectomy, you getting your tube removed. Wait, what? Bitch, you don't even see a cesarean a scar. Okay, the first week that you got out the hospital with them babies, you was in LA. Hey, Talisa, you was in LA. Okay, the babies hadn't even became 6 weeks yet, so there was no shots, no nothing. So when did anything heal? The pussy, the tube, or you? Any of the three? That's not a trap for a man. That's a trap for her. I don't think she realized her kid count is going up. Okay. They only got that amount of kids when they with you. Once they not with you, they don't got that amount of kids no more. I don't think you noticed. And she put that thing around her waist on day 3. She had, oh yeah, the waist trainer. How the hell you put a waist trainer on and you had a cesarean section? You nigga. A bitch be scared to use the bathroom after cesarean section just to be able to go in the toilet, sit down motion. A waist trainer? Nigga, it hurt when you laugh, when you cough, when you talk, when you sneak. Listen, she definitely need to log the fuck off. Okay? And she tried to convince that man that everything was everything, just like she lied to Robert and told him that she was on birth control, and then come to find out that she wasn't, and that's how we got Mosky. So now you done told this man you done had your whole motherfucking tube removed, and he done had to find out that it's a lie. That was a lie. Bitch, if you a lie about a tube, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. You just running out of shit. I mean, you should never lie in the first place. But when you lying about a tube, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then she said she gonna get a partial. The doctor said, no, we don't partially remove any goddamn thing. Once it's gone, it's gone. That's it. Ain't no we leave half now and half for later. I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life. So now when you got one clown baby father calling the other clown baby father a clown, and you just created children with the goddamn circus, and poor Robert is in the midst trying to just do what the fuck he got to do. This is some crazy shit. All the while you left with a half a dozen kids, sis. You still gonna drink Geritol? Is the Geritol still for you? Clown, and more of clowns. Okay? You force babies to be here in situations that there's no real love in. Okay? Because these twins was just proven to everybody, or supposed to be to yourself, that you was over the next man That the last man that you was with, baby. Like, listen, I moved on. I got a new man. I got new babies. Bitch, no. No, you the little old lady that lived in the shoe, that had so many kids, she didn't know what to do. And now your man done left you and be with everybody else except you because you was paying him to be around you. So now if it's not beneficial, he don't fuck with you. That's not a relationship. What's that? A pay and go type of relationship? Pay that's like a prostitute. Jonelle, you a prostitute. I'm sorry. No, the fuck I'm not. You out here selling dick and she done caught your ass with twins. He said, wait, but you still got your tube. You told me you got rid of the tube. And then you take yourself in the doctor's office on camera recording. And the first thing the doctor say is being that your tubes is still intact. Say what now? You just a liar. People don't like liars at all. First thing you hear somebody say, don't lie on me. I'd rather you tell the truth on me. I don't give a fuck how bad it is. But don't lie on me now. Don't do that. You saw that she was dancing like on day 3. Yeah. I thought it was because she was happy to take that Tina Turner wig off. You know, yeah, we seen some, ooh, shit. She bought that sperm. Oh, my lords. I'm cracking up. Y'all is real life funny. Raj, you laughing too. Yes. Thank you for that membership again, LaRonda. I appreciate you, girl. You know, near fall, you got Tay heart. No, but I just wanted to make sure if y'all seen the things that I was seeing. Because how the hell you come and write a whole message on the internet for somebody being a clown and you didn't come on the internet and do nothing when they put their hands on your kid? But then women come up here and they pour their happiness into a man. And then when the man is no longer happy with them, they wonder why they no longer happy no more. I mean, if chasing her tail wasn't a thing, lying about your tooth, yes, that is crazy. I ain't never heard a bitch lie about her tooth. That one was new. That one was definitely new. Definitely new. But then you got kids already. Nigga, at the end of the day, why you want to be so supportive in your tube or worry about your tube when the ones that done passed through the tube ain't getting no attention already from you? Nigga, you should have climbed in the tube yourself. The hell? He sure did disappear after he found out she lied about her tube. Yeah, that tube, that's quick. That'd be a fast way to get a nigga missing. Wait, but you still got your tube? He probably was lassoing that pussy too, thinking that she was free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, she is free at last. And then he found out that tube was still in place. He said, oh Lord. You know she the type of bitch that try to put kids on a nigga. He knows that. It's a repeated thing. Nigga, she might have had them twins when she had them, but she was trying to get knocked up way before then. That's why her brown panties is on the internet, the brown stains. Because she was out here showing it to her friends like, girl, y'all think that's a clot? You think there's an egg settling? Say what now? Your eggs ain't settled? Them shit should be boiled and scrambled, sis. That's all, and that is it. Definitely and definitely. People be worried about the wrong goddamn thing. How you worried about having new babies when you still ain't take care of the old babies that you got? She trapped that ass. Janelle, you are now a prostitute, an industry hoe. He is an industry hoe. Somebody in chat said, I bet she pregnant again. I said, Lord, no, please no. Mm-mm. We starting to feel like the old aunties. I know such and such ain't pregnant again. She just keep having baby after baby. And the people in that, she ain't taking care of none of them. They got different daddies. Like what? What? That's like when you and your kids show up to the party, somebody party in the family, and y'all all the party. Stop playing. You come with the party. I can't keep redoing my makeup. I'm trying. Patricia said, I'm trying to get ready for work. Y'all got to stop. None of the children. No. What's the tea? Oh, welcome in first, baby. Hey, beautiful. But yes, none of the match, girl. Girl. Any, mini, miny, mo. Who put the baby in the hole? I'm just trying to say. Each baby look different, lady. Any, mini, miny, mo. Who put the baby in the hole? That's what we trying to figure out, because my whole thing is nobody matched, just like you said. Just like you said was the T. Okay, and that alone is crazy. Did she do rock, paper, scissors? Mine, yours. Cause ain't no way. Ain't no goddamn way. Okay? And then you telling people on the internet you only been with 3 men. And you was lying because Mr. Barnes said he fucked you. He did. He said, y'all was everybody humping around. And then when he tried to leave, you tried to put him on papers and accuse him of abuse, baby. But the judge said, no, no, no. Just like when these niggas get ready to go, go, go. I mean, you know he was shooting. Yeah, you know he was shooting up the club. You know he was. And now old fake woke Israelite, aka sleepy, sloppy, stupid meatloaf. That's his name. Tree, I only been with Tree. I only been with Tree men. Tree of them. Tree, tree, tree. Tree, tree, tree. Sounded like she was out here fucking with Nature Boy. Tree, tree, tree. Tree, tree, tree. No, bitch. Mr. Barnes is four. And there's a lot more. Shit. Last time I went to the block party, I was looking for one of her baby fathers there, but no niggas wasn't claiming her. I said, y'all know Brianna? They said no. But that's what most people say after they not with her no more anyway. They wish they never knew her in the first fucking place. You know, no. Mm-mm. Like half of us that ended up in this situation. How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. No, we got to stop, y'all. I'm going to need some more. Wait, where the hell is my coffee? Where is my coffee? Oh, right here, y'all. This one, all right, whatever. Wait, there. Oh, it's right here. I got it. There we go. Now, Sleepy Cool and Jar Clown. Yeah. Yeah, I found that tickled Tay. That tickled me. One clown calling another clown a clown. You might as well say, hey, circus. Because you a part of it. Okay? Definitely a part of the circus. Because you on payroll, bro. And you had an order of protection against the hoe. So how you gonna come out here and tell anything or tell anybody anything when you done played 2 bitch roles? The order of protection in the payroll. Because you ain't never take care of your kids, but then you was getting paid by the bitch, and now you supposed to be defense. If y'all don't get y'all Timu matching outfits the fuck out of here and you go get Bible studied with your motherfucking wife, we ain't got time for your fat ass shit. We don't. We don't. Tell you right, he's the biggest clown with his weak ass. Weak ass. We gotta put a couple of weak. We gotta strap weak. Fucking weak ass. Like True Slayer, they make me so mad. I'm telling you, they make me so mad. Cause it's like the blind reading the goddamn, leading the blind. Dumb and dumber. And just when you think you've seen them get as dumb as they can get, they come up with some new dumb shit. And that's just crazy. You got Mitch Mac babies out here. Okay. Like how is and you like you got other fish to fry. Well, instead of worrying about a guy. Okay, they gonna grow damn, none of us look alike. None of us. Well, who my daddy? The deacon. Oh my goodness. I know, but for real. Women got to be careful because at the end of the day, you the person that's left with the package and you the one raising the package. So your actions while caring for the package is the ones that's normally associated with the reason that the package is what it even is or going to be what it's going to be. So if you ain't a package that's wrapped too tight yourself, baby, then we already know what your package might turn out to be. Why don't you say me? Wait, what they say? I won't be surprised if she is. Right, you could tell, listen, you could tell when a woman truly don't want to have no more kids. You hear her be like, listen, girl, I got my shit fried, dyed, and laid to the side. I didn't just get them shit clipped. I got them burnt and melted. Because ain't no coming back from that, okay? So if you actually felt like you had enough kids for you versus having enough kids for a man, because that's not a man's decision, that's your body. Tay, you just made me think about Mr. Barnes. Yeah, dead ass serious. And that's why I say, even with that man, the back and fucking forth within the situations, once a man is ready to go, the rejection is what causes a person to act the way that they act. That man tried to leave and she want to act like she was abused, honey. You want to fall down and bump your head and all type of shit. But one thing that is definitely a truth in the situation is you be lying. You be lying. You can't say you be with 3 men and then number 4 pop out. And it's not like that's something that somebody just put in their mouth on. You actually on documentation with a person. That's black and white. So even if everything else in y'all situation is speculated, that one thing can't be speculated at all. It's a known fact. We know Mr. Barnes is doing 83 motherfucking years, so he'll never see the light of day. Not out here with us in the public any goddamn way. But even that being away from you, he won. Because that motherfucker did everything else underneath the sun and was found guilty for everything else underneath the sun except for you. But the only purpose that Mr. Barnes actually served within this storyline is that you don't never tell the truth. Because if you can say one thing and somebody can solely bring proof of another, that goes to say that your credibility is shot. Niggas that fuck with you don't even trust you. And that's the ones that lay in the bed with you. They know that you are a liability. And being known as a liability is never a good fucking thing. All right? At all. At all. At all. Roz, I did. But I'm going to just be honest. I smoked the weed. So I'm going to have to look again. Because I haven't been live in a couple of days, so it probably done slipped to the back of my brain, and I don't like giving out wrong information. So before I just sit here and shoot out a date, I'll definitely look to make sure again. But I think it was somewhere in, well, of course it was, I was about to sound like her too. I think it was somewhere within the 2000s. Duh. But I think it was about 2000, between 8 and 9, somewhere around that time. But I'm gonna definitely look to make sure. And then I think I'm gonna put it in my next video, so that way we definitely keep that information tagged. If she says she was a hoe, no way in the hell she slept with 3 men. Exactly. What she wanted to say is she got babies by 3 men. That's it. But her dumb ass said it the wrong way. You understand? Because every man that you sleep with don't mean you have kids with. Okay? And every man that you had kids with don't mean you still sleeping with either. Let's just say that. But it was supposed to be the other way. Period. Hey, Neve, welcome in. Hey, Renee. If she says I read that one. But for real, I'm just being honest. That's why I even said down to the factors of when it came down to the factors of even keeping in contact with Mr. Barnes. It ain't even really a need. He said the most important things. That her friend, her mama and my mama was friends. That's how we basically met. So we know how it is that they met. He let it be known that they was off and on humping. So basically, they was fucking. Okay. So now my whole thing is Sloppy Meatloaf better go get a goddamn Dana test to make sure all them motherfucking kids is his. And that's just on the fuck that. And if they have taken a test, then it's sad that your kid look more like the next nigga than he do you. That's spooky. That would be spooky. Sloppy Meatloaf, instead of coming up here worrying about the toupee that's on Robert's head or anything that go in between your baby mama legs, you better start worrying about the things that fell out and make sure if they actually yours. Cause listen, you know they say she been having a revolving door and shit, y'all was fucking with each other when Backpage was a thing. And you know girls was out here selling the $40 poom poom. You see what she did in 20 mil video. She was out here twerking with a crooked wig for $100 and had your kids at home. The embarrassment. You mean to tell me you got 3 kids at home, sis, and you out here twerking for $100 and millions of people? If you don't go sit your dumb ass down, if you don't go sit your dumb ass down, I wouldn't have never tried to shop that shit around to no fucking body. That would have been one of them sneaky missions, if anything. Some shit that you would have never wanted to come to the surface. But for you to actually be in Robert DMs trying to shop this shit around to him, and then he take it off the market because it's an embarrassment. Ooh, what the problem is? She just slow to even ear alive like hers out to the public is insane. She should be low key because her life is so miserable and full of drama. Honestly, that's what she loves to create because that's the only time she feels that she's important. Because if some people don't have something going on, they feel like a nobody. Some people love attention. It doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative attention, as long as they're receiving attention. They don't care. Attention seekers are going to seek any type of attention that they can receive. They don't give a fuck about the negative or the positive in it, baby. And when she is negative and she has drama, then she is definitely noticed. Why? Because either she's lying on somebody or doing some shit she ain't got no business, which now puts the focus on her, which what she wanted from the beginning, the attention. The attention. You don't pay somebody attention, that's one thing. Somebody lie on you, they damn sure gonna have your fucking attention. Bitch, what you lying on me for? Like when she came out here and said Tay said her babies look like turtles. I ain't said no shit like that. I ain't said them kids look like turtles. I said they was turtles. And I laughed at the fact there's other turtles, and I laughed the fuck again. And I don't come up here and talk about people fucking children. I talk about the fucking parent. Kids are not responsible for themselves, but unfortunately, they be dealt with dumbass parents. That part they can't help. She was hiding the babies like they were goddamn turtles. You know how the turtles peek their heads in and they poke their heads out? They peek their heads in and poke their heads out. That's what the fuck we been getting. Fuck you mad at me, bitch. You doing it. I'm gonna be proud of anything that I fucking put here. Okay? Otherwise, I'm not gonna put it out there, period. But I ain't gonna be playing fucking peekaboo. What, bitch? Bitch. What? And got people paying for the peekaboo turtles too. All right, the Geritol twins, aka no tubes within. The tube is missing, but it's still intact. How about that? We can't make this shit up. Mm. You got a daddy that fuck trees, a mama that steal furniture, you that claim you get rid of tubes and still have them. Like, this is a very different workup of a family. And I must say, I'm intrigued to say the least. So every time I decide to fucking talk about it, you're going to hear from me about your tree humping fucking daddy, because he ain't going silent. Okay? You don't let tree fuckers go silent. Walter, where's your daughter's tube? Where's your daughter's tube? She said she got it missing, but unfortunately, they say it's still in body. Help us. You help figure everything else out. Oh, right. I get her tube was AI. The tube was AI. She got it from Chat GPT. I am intrigued by the family dynamic too. This is a crazy. Listen, if this is a series, we up to listen episode 2496, and Tay is going to be bringing all of it. Who the fuck? I don't give a. You still talking about Brianna? Yup. Is her eye still wondering? Yup. Then I'm still talking about her. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? A bitch that can have a tube one day and no tube the next. That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay? I want to stay tuned to the end of the fucking story. If you don't choose to stay with me, that's your choice. See you later. Keep talking and say I'm here for it. Right. I'm here for it. And you know, once Tay start talking, Tay gonna talk. Cause I'm gonna be like, hey y'all, did y'all see that shit today? Yup. Sloppy, sleepy meatloaf call this nigga a clown. But he still ain't come and show his goddamn protective order. Why was you running? What she did to you? She said that you came out here with pistols and pit bulls. And now she running around the internet with AI tubes. Oh shit, LaRonda said I'm screaming AI tubes latte. Yeah, she got AI tubes. She got them shits from Chat GPT. Sure did. That's why when she went to the doctor, no, ma'am, the real tubes is intact. You must have been talking about the ones that you put in your AI internet description. No. Your AI tubes don't count in real life, sis. Y'all see what Stream Elements say. Help Tay grow today, y'all. I thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoying this tea with Tay and Latte World, baby. Y'all already know my theme song, right? How it go? La 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 Latte's World. Hey. So I hope y'all subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely share. I'm not going nowhere, but I thought I'd just throw that out there. And if you would choose to, definitely throw a tip for Tay today. Thank you, babies. No, but for real. You out here running around with AI tubes and no real dude with a half a dozen kids. Sis, that's scandalous, okay? You had a nigga running around here, the lady with the cutcher hair and uneven ankles with the big bad, like the big bad wolf acting like she was protecting you. Like, this situation has really allowed us to see some things, and I can't stop watching. So now I get paid to fucking watch. So why not? And I'm gonna make sure I share the information. Look, y'all see? Bree lost her booty. Robert paid all that money for that BBL, and now it's a BBCD. BBEFG. It ain't an L no more, baby. Nope. He should get a refund. When it come down to claiming taxes, Robert should damn sure be able to claim taxes for them teeth, them titties, and that booty. And then you gonna take my shit in another relationship and don't even treat it right? Nigga, at least when I had you, the shit was looking plump plump. Oh yeah. Listen, I'ma be honest, cause see, Tay, you know that maybe that's sometimes what be getting me in trouble, my honesty. Cause you know, people don't be liking the truth. They try to take your truth and turn it into they whatever. But I'ma be honest, right? I ain't never say I ain't like Amira. I actually like her because me personally, just because I said that I think she crazy, that don't change the fact of me thinking that she crazy. Shit, people might think I'm crazy. I got a little bit of crazy. Maybe that's why my crazy connected with her crazy, and I was able to tell that she was crazy. But just because the person got a little crazy, that don't mean that it's not a likable crazy or they not likable because they is crazy. All I like, not for nothing, people might see me and be like, that bitch is weird. Thank you. Thank you. You know, so it is all how people receive certain things. You understand what I'm saying? But just because she's different doesn't make her a bad person, to say the least. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Shit. At first, I told Robert, you know, when she go out to throw out the garbage, lock the door and call the police. I had said that. I did. Because that was the crazy vibe that I was picking up. You understand, right is right and wrong is wrong. I can't assume that I know a person. I don't know her. So anything that I would be saying would be an assumption. I could fully be making an ass of myself. I wouldn't want to do that. So me, the most I could say is I think she crazy. But me saying I think she crazy don't mean I'm not gonna say I don't think she a good person. Crazy people is good people too. They got some crazy good people just like they got crazy, sexy, cool. They got crazy and cool too. And that's all right. Sometimes people that's called crazy ain't really crazy. It's just because they different and people don't know how to intake they different. And maybe it wasn't good of me to even evaluate her that way, but I was going off of what a person asked me, did I think? Now, if a person asks me what I think, I'm going to tell the truth. So at that point in time, I thought she was crazy. So that's what I said. I think she crazy. But if a person asks me now, I feel like, you know, at some point in time, just being honest, you can't say who is good for who. You can't say who good for who. Because a person may fulfill something in a person that you don't even know. That woman may touch a spot in Robert that he didn't even know he had. You understand? You never know what connection and and why people connect the way that they do. You understand what I'm saying? And it don't always got to be through the or because of the factors of trauma. Some people will disconnect because of trauma, even though some people connect because of trauma. Some people can just be a great ass fucking vibe. I'm not worrying about your bad because I see you're good. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's a whole different type of thing. All right. I love my goddamn crazy. And I'm going to continue to be my crazy ass self as much as I can. And if anybody don't like me for it, fuck them. And I'm pretty sure Mira feels the same goddamn way. Fuck them. You know, once you realize what it is when it comes to people, you will quickly realize who it is that you have to be for yourself. Yourself. Yo, I'm dead. She said she putting roots on Robert. That's some good roots. Wait, Bree should file bankruptcy and go to school for real. You listen, you trying to give her advice. Let me put that on the screen. Now, Bree, Truth Slayer says, okay, go to the goddamn bank, file for bankruptcy so that way you ain't got to worry about owing nobody no more motherfucking money. You got to let them know, listen, I'm broke. I can't pay. I got it. Go back to school, do something real for you and them goddamn kids too. Instead of coming up here on this internet, making a goddamn fool of yourself again and again. Because social media ain't for everybody, especially when you steal somebody else's blueprint. That wasn't never your plan in the first place. You married a man that was, how can I say, very well known on social media. He brung you in for the win. You can't handle it. It ain't the same. Do you understand? So from there, I think you should definitely go back and seek a different career. Just being honest, something that brings forth longevity instead of you continuing to destroy any possibilities. The internet is undefeated. Once that shit is here, it's here. Whatever you did on the internet, a person can go back and get it. I don't give a fuck if it was 10, 12, 15 years ago. You ever go back and look at your old social networks or your kids' old social medias when they was young, you be like, oh my God, look at that. It's a blueprint. My kids be looking at their pictures on my social media. Like, oh my God, am I take them pictures off? No, I won't. Why? That is a moment in history. That is a memory. And you ain't gonna never be able to take away from you who you is to pretend to be somebody. That's still a part of you. Mm-mm. Girl, go back to school. And I don't mean with them fake degrees. Actually get real degrees because it's bad. You could buy everything offline these days. You could tell motherfuckers you graduated, ain't graduate. You could tell motherfuckers you done been a doctor, you ain't never did a nurse. It's just sad because as long as you have money to pay for certain things, you do not have to have the real skill that comes behind it. And we live in a day and age, unfortunately, to where if a person can pay their way, they'll rather do that than work their way. And a lot of people pay their way to say that they have things that they really don't have, baby, at all. They having sleepovers all the time. She weird. He better be careful. She look like another breed coming. Listen, I'ma just be honest. I don't even, there's breeds out here. There's multiple breeds, but shit. Cool, I hope not. Mm-mm. Cause if it been 3 years and this shit's still going from one situation, if you saying that she possibly may be worse, shit, that might be a lifetime fucking expectancy. Who knows? But I'm gonna actually give a person the benefit of the doubt because crazy people could still make people happy. And what is crazy? Do you understand? I might be into some things that you're not into. So just because it's not something that you understand, that doesn't make it crazy. That just means that it's not for you, or you may not have knowledge of what it actually is. So it looks different. I'm pretty sure when I walk into my or in a room, like I said, with all these colors in my head, people are like, oh, your bitch is crazy. Why she got you understand what I'm saying? People are going to take in things differently. Whereas I might walk in the room and another person, man, nah, your hair look nice. I love your colors. Your people receive things differently. I am a very hyperactive person. I can't sit still for too long. If I sit still for too long, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, oh shit. Uh, you understand where the next person may be on some shit. I gotta relax. Uh, and they be cool with that. You understand what I'm saying? But see me bouncing around like, look, that bitch got ADHD. I do. And that's all right with me because it helps I get things done though. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas the way somebody see me get my things done, it may be all out of whack for them on the system. They may not be able to operate like that. Like, nah, I couldn't do that. It's okay. It's okay. No, we get what you saying, LB. We got you, girl. And I agree because that is the way that the information is put out there to be received. And that's why we got to get to know people. And social media takes away from getting to know people because you'll go off of an image and what it is that you see, and you'll just chalk that up to that being the person, baby. When a lot of the times that's not the case. Just like when it comes to Robert, he is a content creator. A person's job as a content creator is to entertain. I'm going to go out there and create content. It's supposed to start a conversation. If it doesn't start the fucking conversation or a conversation, then the content is useless. You don't want to put out work that's not going to work. It don't make sense. So if I'm putting out content, that's a form of me working. I'm doing my job. It's supposed to be for entertainment purposes when it comes to this internet. Do you understand? But people take something that's supposed to be internet or for entertainment purposes only and make it for real. Nigga, I could just be coming up here acting like that on the internet because it gets me attention. It gets me the money that I'm looking for. Some people don't have morals. They'll put money beforehand. So what you won't be able to do will be exactly what the next person will be able to do. And it won't ever look right to you. I can't be like Brianna and come out here and look like a dumbass bitch, but she's comfortable with it. There's a difference. And in her mind, she may not think that she's doing anything dumb. You understand what I'm saying? She may think she actually got the one up somewhere in her mind. But from the people on the outside looking in, this it ain't looking good from our where we can see. It ain't looking good, baby. No, no, no. And no, no, no. But your girl tell you about to get up out of here. Listen, if nobody told you that they love you today, you know your girl, your girl. I need some weed, y'all. That you see my words all fucked up and shit. That mean that I'm going down. No, I'm only joking. But anyway, for anybody that was a 2 or a 3, I hope Tay brung you to a 1, baby. I appreciate all the support that was sent my way while I was on this live stream. Whoever tipped Tay, please definitely tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. Tay came out here for the win. That's right, LB. Puff, puff, give. My words all stumbling. That's how I know I need a recharge. Nah. But I love y'all the long way, okay? And like I say all the time, if nobody told you they love you today, Tay definitely do. And we out, y'all.
La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a